Have you ever noticed how your best ideas come when you finally stop thinking about them? That happened to me on a walk this week. I wasn't thinking about the business at all, when out of nowhere, the idea struck me, why don't I have a playlist for the Summit Acreage False Peak updates? Welcome back to Beyond 40 and Just Getting Started, the place where we dive into the journey of growth and abundance after 40. As I was on this walk, it occurred to me that the first month's update for Summit Acreage got an abnormally high number of views, whereas the second month's update hadn't gotten any views at all. That's when the realization struck me, why not create a playlist and make it visible that these videos are correlated to each other? In his book, Who Not How, Dan Sullivan and Benjamin Hardy argue about why it is so critical to have white space to be able to come up with your best and most creative ideas. If you're too involved in the day-to-day operations, you will struggle to be the visionary leader that comes up with the truly creative ideas about where your organization needs to go. Similarly, Shane Parrish in his book, Clear Thinking, talks about how solutions come when we finally accept the cards that were dealt instead of complaining about why we didn't get somebody else's hand. If we stop complaining, we immediately start to see actions that we can take with our circumstances as they presently stand, instead of wishing we had a different set of circumstances. We live in a world that tries to convince us that full calendars are signals of important people. But oftentimes those full calendars are just attempts to wallpaper over the defects in our lives and in our organizations. If we truly want to be extraordinary, we need to behave differently than the ordinary person does. Often to achieve that, we need to increase the focus of our lives. And usually focus doesn't mean adding more to our plate. Instead, it means subtracting from our plate anything that dilutes our attention off of our primary purpose. When we deliberately remove from our lives unnecessary activities and intentionally bring into our teams people to whom we can hand the responsibilities that don't really need our attention, that's when we'll see remarkable change in our ability to have a vision for the future that we're trying to achieve. So here's my question for you. What part of your life needs less grinding and more space? Maybe your next big idea is already waiting. It just needs you to slow down long enough to recognize it. Thanks for joining.